You see it on almost every dog you pass. Tongue out, flopped to one side, bouncing slightly with every step. It looks silly. It looks careless. But that tongue is doing something your own body simply cannot do. Your dog cannot sweat the way you do. You have sweat glands spread across almost your entire skin. A dog has them in exactly one place that matters, the pads of its paws. That's it. For small patches, nowhere near enough to cool down a body covered in fur. So evolution built a workaround. Instead of sweating through skin, a dog cools itself through its mouth. When a dog pants, air moves rapidly across a wet tongue, the lining of the mouth, and the back of the throat. Moisture evaporates. Heat leaves the body with it. The tongue hanging out isn't decoration. It's surface area, stretched out into the open air to speed the whole process up. Veterinary researchers have measured just how effective this system is. A study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology, led by researcher M. Goldberg and colleagues, tracked airflow through the nose and mouth of panting dogs and found that as heat demand rises, dogs shift between distinct breathing patterns, eventually pulling air through both the nose and mouth on every inhale and exhale to maximize evaporative cooling, without needing to hyperventilate or lower their blood oxygen levels the way you would if you tried to breathe that fast. That's the real trick here. You cannot pant your way cool. If you tried, you'd get dizzy in seconds. A dog has a specially adapted airway that lets it cycle air rapidly through a fixed breathing rhythm, almost like a resonant frequency for its chest and diaphragm, so it barely costs any extra energy at all. But cooling isn't the only reason that tongue comes out. Watch a dog resting calmly indoors, not hot, not winded, just lying on the floor with its tongue loosely hanging past its teeth. That's not panting. That's simply a relaxed jaw. Dogs, like most animals, lose muscle tension when they're comfortable. The jaw is one of the first places that shows. A relaxed jaw means a slightly open mouth, and a slightly open mouth means the tongue has nowhere to go but out. It's the same reason your own jaw might drop open slightly when you fall asleep sitting up. Anatomy plays a role too. Some breeds, especially small dogs and dogs with shorter muzzles, simply have tongues that don't fit neatly behind closed teeth. Add a missing tooth here or there, common in older dogs, and the tongue slips out permanently, with no heat and no relaxation involved at all. It's just physics. There's nowhere else for it to sit. Then there's excitement. A dog greeting you at the door, chasing a ball, meeting another dog at the park, often pants hard with its tongue fully extended, even in a cool room. That's because panting isn't only tied to temperature. It's tied to arousal, the same internal state that speeds up a heartbeat or triggers a wagging tail. Excitement raises the body's internal activity, and panting is one of the fastest ways a dog's body responds to that shift. Researchers who study canine behavior, including work referenced by veterinary behaviorist Patricia McConnell, have pointed out that panting and tongue exposure are part of a much larger toolkit of visible signals dogs use, alongside ear position, tail movement, and posture, to communicate internal state without saying a word. So the next time you see a dog with its tongue hanging loose in the sun, you're not looking at something silly. You're looking at a built-in cooling system with no sweat glands required, a stress-free jaw with nowhere else to rest, and sometimes, just sometimes, pure uncontainable excitement to see you. You see it on almost every dog you pass, tongue out, bouncing with every step. It doesn't look silly anymore. It looks like millions of years of engineering, hanging right there in plain sight.